It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. One step away from playing for the AFC title. This divisional round contest is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. It was Andre Cisco who hauled him down there.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him, so they're left facing 3rd and long. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
Hey, Kappa. Really?
On 3rd down, Herbert has the open man downfield. Hits the 20. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers take a 6-0 lead right away. Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Chip's clear. Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Flush down out to his left. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Here we go, Snap.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Big gain downfield. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes for 36 yards. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Here we go, son.
They go right back to Hall. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, that's a tough one because you could see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. Let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle him up before it came to fruition.
Fields out of the gun. Finds him over the middle. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And he will score. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets finish off their opening drive. Malachi Corley, the touchdown. Carlson's extra point is good. And the Jets respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. Starting from the 5. A nice return, but what a hit we had at the end of it.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Hey, don't lie. Hey, Ray.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Dumped off to his running back. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Finds him on the crossing route. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First and 10. Here's Herbert. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Herbert throwing again. This finds Sharp complete. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football. Oh, but this one bounces out of bounds. So in the end, no gain on the play.
Oh, you know what, Kate? That defense right there, they thought they had a huge play until they saw that ball bouncing out of bounds. One bounce in just the other direction. They're off the field. Instead, they're on the field. They got to shake it off, though, and keep this offense from the end zone.
Go. 5-9.
It's Herbert once more. He lets a heater go deep. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. He'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Chargers break the tie here in the first. Najee Harris, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go. All right.
The pitch is to Hall. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Brought to the ground by Kaiser White.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing. This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Here we go. All right.
Looking to throw Fields. Complete beyond the marker. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
Here we go, side. Go.
Coming right is Hall. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now.
Here we go. Sit high.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Here we go.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Trim slant. Sit high.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's caught for the first. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They'll get 18 yards there. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And he runs this one down to the 22-yard line. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. So that's the end of one in this AFC divisional round contest. It's a 14-7 game. More from MetLife coming right up. Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Jets football. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Third down, give to Hall. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Going to the ground again on first. They gain 14 on the play. And that will set up first and goal.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting the boost, and he busts those tackles.
Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, it kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
They pitch it out to him here. And he will take it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Breece Hall with the touchdown. One after from Carlson is up and good. And the Jets tie things up at 14. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Go.
Herbert back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
2nd and 10 now. Catch made left side by McConkey. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
A 3rd down run with Harris. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. And that goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Go, go. 59, 59. 21. Go.
Herbert from the gun. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
Back to the air, Herbert. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked by their rookie out of Florida State. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Here we go.
Fields on 1st down. That's complete to Reed out left. And he's a yard or two shy of the 30 before going out. They've got 1st down from the 31.
Don't jump. Ready?
Back to throw. Here's Fields. That's caught at the 4. And that's a New York touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, they'll look for him.
It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Connects on the crosser. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Crowd right. Orange.
Herbert. That's low and bounces short of his man. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be 2nd down.
Go. 5-9.
Man in motion here. Herbert to throw once more. He's got a man left. Big man showing up the yards. And a huge run comes to an end as he heads out of bounds. Wow. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Trying to run in, Harris. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down. Working quickly here. Second down here, another give to Harris. And he bowls through the defense for a touchdown. The Chargers can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Najee Harris, the touchdown. Dicker tacks on the extra points. And the Chargers tie this game at 21. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Oh, he put some heat on this deep. They connect on the deep shot. So the big play moves him well past midfield. Has him set up now at the 35.
Here we go, son.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Able to get it to Reed. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. All set up now for 1st and 10. Fields looking to throw. Dump off caught by his back. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
First down throw for Fields. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now it's second down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Throwing again on second down. Fields. Cut near the goal line. And he's going to be marked down a yard shy of that marker. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. A very short kick here from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Half the battle complete, Brock, as we resume play here. A spot in our AFC Championship on the line. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, son.
They'll start this one out with Hall. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. He will go. Touchdown, New York. The Jets grow the lead coming out of halftime. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got first down from the 31. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Second and 10 now, Herbert. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Herbert now. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Couldn't connect with Jordan Addison. So that brings up 4th and long. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And this one is crushed. Wow, beautiful punt here. That is going to go for 60+. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. No return on that punt. And the Jets are starting deep from their own territory here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Fields. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over after the interception. Oh, there he was. A step away from making the post-game highlights you see on the news from going viral. Couldn't quite get there. Now they need to punch this one in to convert the interception into points.
It sure wasn't for lack of effort, though, and nobody in this stadium wanted to touch the pay dirt more than that return. He did all he could do. Sometimes you're just an agonizing step or two away from that kind of glory.
And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
Well, now things get a little dicey for this offense. One down left before a big decision to make. You continue to try running it against a front that stopped you, or are you now forced to put the ball in the air?
Third time's the charm. He gets it again. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Chargers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Hey, 5:51. Here we go.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So it's 2nd down coming up. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Look at that defense for flying around and making the play.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Fields out of the gun. Hall there to haul it in. And he has it to the 42 before they make this stop.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
It's a great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Moving on into the red zone. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets make it a 9-point advantage. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. Carlson adds the extra point. And the Jets make it a 10-point ball game. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
59. Go. Hey, ram. Right in the...
Herbert back to throw. Oh, he got free. He's on the move.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. from the 32. We've got a screen to the running back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Hey, Catholic.
On third down, Herbert. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Jets get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Here we go.
Here's Hall once more. Along this sideline inside the 25. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Jets parlay the interception into points. Breece Hall with the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you can strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating. And yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. Darius Davis to return it. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He fires one deep down the middle. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 2nd down.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
McConkey's got it on the sideline. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
Let's go.
They kick the running back in motion. He finds McConkey. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And the Chargers will have a first. Now Herbert again. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Herbert throwing again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Go, man.
On 3rd and 2, Herbert. Ooh, put some heat on that one, Brock, but it falls incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4.
Hey, go Lion. Hold me to right. Reel it!
They snap it to Herbert. Launches one deep downfield. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Jets get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game. The fourth down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks up the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but that little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw it.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Only one quarter left before we send one of these teams to the AFC title game. The Jets have it with a lead, looking to continue their postseason run. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Line up. Here we go. Go.
And they'll pitch it out to him. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first. They're set up at the 35 now. First down, and they go right back to him. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. That's good for 7 yards. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Easy, easy, easy. Here we go, son.
This time it's a passing play. He's trying to push the field. And that's incomplete. A little lucky there, too. Nearly picked off on first down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Hey, Ken. It's all right.
They give on second to Hall. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in the phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. Here's first and 10 from the 34.
Hey, Ken. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Hall. And they bring him down at the 25-yard line after surrendering some good yardage. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Here we go, son.
Hall running between the tackles. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Good. All right.
They'll go right side with Hall. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down. Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Hold me to right.
Give now to the running back. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard. Offense in the hurry up here. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Caught down the left side by his running back. Oh, baby. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers get it back to within 2 possessions. Najee Harris, the touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock, getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game.
Yeah.
That's well done.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chargers drop the lead back to 13. They recognize the situation they're in now. After that score, they're going to try to get it right back. Oh, and the kicking team's got it. 2-score game. Got to get yourself additional opportunities somehow. And that right there, that's a huge one. Feel like they absolutely now have to translate this into points.
They really do, and not just make it a one-possession game. As you've taught me, Kate, how do you eat an elephant?
One bite at a time, Coach.
One possession at a time, one play at a time, one bite at a time to the very end.
Finds him on the crossing route. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
You know I love the language of football. Just the terminology that comes with it. It's a whole new language out there. But in many playbooks, Kate, that's called cross-country. Speaks for itself. You got to run from one spot all the way across the field. Those two did it very well.
59, 21. Hey, Kappa.
Herbert on first down. He's got it near the 10. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Doesn't make the connection.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Running behind center with Harris. And he's got them down at the doorstep inside the 5. Offense up to the line fast. They'll run with Harris. And he takes it into the end zone for the LA touchdown. The Chargers now within 1 score in the 4th. Najee Harris, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers get it back to within 6. They knew what they had to do, Brock. They got the score and now need to pull off this onside kick. And the Jets are able to recover the kick. They may have caught them a little by surprise on the last onside try, but certainly much more prepared this time around. That one is not successful.
Yeah, it's tough enough. The numbers tell all of us, right? It's tough enough to do it once. Recovering 2 in a row, well, that's borderline impossible. And that hands team, they weren't going to let their side down a second time, that's for sure.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And now they have a first and goal.
Don't jump. Ready? Right.
Hall crosses the goal line. Touchdown, New York. The Jets stretch it to a 2-score game in the fourth. Breece Hall with the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. Far from the first time we've broken down one of his touchdowns in this game, partner, but man, they seem to get more impressive every time.
And I don't care, Kate, if they're all 1-yard plunges, if you're up over 300 yards. A 4-touchdown game will forever live among your greatest career highlights. You can go several games without even scoring one. So to get 4 in one contest, you'll never, ever forget it.
Carlson good on the extra point. And the Jets bump the lead up to 13 points. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go.
Herbert from the gun. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Sauce Gardner with the INT. And the Jets take possession of the football.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. So they'll decline this and take the results.
Out, let's go. Here we go, son.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He fires one deep down the right sideline. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it sets up 2nd down.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
5, 50. Here we go. 11. Sit high.
Breaks the tackle, still going. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Out of the shotgun, Fields. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
Here we go, son.
They'll run for it with Hall. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
1st down, Hall gets it again. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Here we go, son.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
So the win goes to the Jets. And their run through the playoffs has reached the penultimate stop on the tracks. The conference championship game next week. And they're going to need the same type of effort from this game, Brock, to carry forward to reach the end of the line and earn that Super Bowl appearance. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire